Okay guys, so today we're going to be going over the program design packet. Now, big question, what is the program design packet? You guys can see here, it's a list of documents that we're going to have at our fingertips as a professional salesperson, either in a POS or in an actual appointment show, that allow us to develop multiple needs for our services. I've told you guys in the past that the more ways we can identify that we can help someone, the more valuable our offer appears. So why not give our salespeople the tools that they need to develop multiple needs? And look, I can tell you guys that as a professional salesperson, these are the documents I would want to use, okay? And they're gonna be in this order. Now there's two different types of program design packets. We have one that's gonna be on a clipboard, okay? It's gonna be one set of these documents in order on the clipboard. We need to have these prepared, so if we go into a POS, we can have this clipboard with the documents ready to rock and roll. When we go over and we meet Mrs. Jones and go out on the floor and go on tour, you know, we might not be able to take Mrs. Jones through a workout, but why not do a 3-minute step test and log the data? Why not do an overhead squat assessment? Look for any imbalances, log the data. When you get back to the desk, you can review that information, maybe even do body composition when you get back to the desk. So the clipboard is gonna be used for POS. The binder, okay, is what we're gonna use for the actual appointment shows. So it's important as managers, you guys have these binders ready to rock and roll first thing in the morning. So this is part of your morning rituals. You can see the binder has a nice cover page, program design packet, and on the inside, I don't have a bunch of papers in the front, okay? There shouldn't be anything in that front folder, okay? The documents are hole punched and they're inside of the binder and they're in the correct order, okay? When Mrs. Jones shows up for her appointment, we're gonna make sure that we have this binder on the desk. I mean, look, guys, this looks professional, okay? We told Mrs. Jones that we were gonna design a program for her. We have it already on the desk. When we open it up, Mrs. Jones is gonna see that her name is on the top. She's gonna see the data that we collected already filled out on the FAQ, whether we collected it at POS or whether we collected it on the phone. It's gonna show organization on our part. It's gonna make us look like true professionals when it comes to getting people healthy. And anytime you can raise trust in a sale, your chances of closing the transaction are gonna go up drastically. So these are the documents, okay? If you look here, 1 through 6, we're gonna use during the sale. If they buy, okay, that's when we move to using the 40-30-30 nutrition. This is gonna be your calculator. This is how you're gonna calculate how many macros and how many calories. That's for us, not for Mrs. Jones. The 8 document is gonna be your trainer handoff. So after Mrs. Jones leaves, we're gonna fill out this trainer handoff sheet and we're gonna give that to the trainer to make sure that there's a smooth transition from the salesperson to the trainer, because again, we wanna avoid cancellations at all costs. So these are the documents we use during the sale and post-close. The food list, okay, we're not just gonna give her the macros, we need to give Mrs. Jones some food lists. So we're gonna have a protein list, a fat list, 2 different types of carb lists, and I want you guys to have this one stapled, okay? This is the only documents I want stapled, and I want them in the back of the binder. So when you do Mrs. Jones's 40-30-30 nutrition, you can write the calories, you can write the fat grams, protein grams, and carb grams on the front of her menu, and she can leave with her food list and all of her macros, and she can go grocery shopping that same day, okay? So these, look guys, these program design packets, in my opinion, they give us a great resource for us and our people to develop multiple needs for our services. So let's make sure we have these set up every single day, ready to rock and roll. We wanna make sure that the documents that are in this list are not stapled, because again, we're not gonna use all these documents with every single prospect. We might only use 3 or 4 with that prospect, and we only wanna replace the ones that we use. So let's make sure that our salespeople understand that when they're done with an appointment or they're done with a POS, their job is to take those used documents either out of the clipboard or out of the binder and replace just those, and then put these back in a place where your people know that if they grab a binder from this spot, this binder's ready to rock and roll. Same thing with the clipboards. I hope you guys got some value from this. I'm gonna be releasing a video soon on how we can use all this inside of the sales process. See you guys soon.